Okay, it's 76 degrees and it's about 6:30 at night. I hope you guys are playing my numbers 6381 straight box for $1, because it's been playing on the one off for about 2 weeks. So it's getting ready to hit. And there was a big bug on my bonnet. Like poopers on my bonnet too. Darn it. Oh well. It's time to wash it anyway. I was gonna wait a few more days so I could try to buff it out, but I guess I'll just have to wash it tomorrow. Man. Is that a motorcycle with a light like that? Dude, you knocked that thing down. Woo! Strong. Okay, so found out something pretty interesting today. Good friend of mine told me also another reason for the rents going up in this area, and it appears that they're not going to go down because there's a lot of military bases right here. And they just gave the military boys a raise for their, I guess it's a per diem, their allotment for their rents, and it's somewhere around like $1,300 to $1,500 a month. And see, a lot of these real estate brokers really like to rent to the military because it's guaranteed pay. They know that they never have a problem getting a rent. Even though they'd move whenever they have to move, if they get transferred and all that, that happens. But they don't never have to worry about somebody being late on rent. But it's always going to be paid. So it's like a sure thing for them. So the preference is very, very high. They would prefer to get the military, and they're going to jack that rent up so that it's around what the military pay is, in 90% chance of getting a military person to rent it. How you like that? Naughty, naughty, naughty. So, that's a sad thing. Anyway, working on computers some more today. Got that a little bit more done this morning. And still packing and moving. I've got the upstairs almost cleared out. And then will be next the downstairs. And once I get most of that thinned out, I got a couple projects I would like to do before I go. If not, well, then I ran out of time. But other than that, I haven't heard too much. I guess she does realize it's super illegal to evict anybody at this time. So maybe that's why she hasn't gone to the courts and tried to process me. And anyways, right now I'm riding on my deposit. And honestly, you know, that will end around the 17th. Because she did that other paperwork from the 17th to the 17th. So that changes my 15th date, so it would be to the 17th. So, she's, you know, apparently willing to take that loss of the security deposit completely in exchange for getting a place so she can put it up for sale. It is in bad shape because it's old, and she refuses to put any work into it at all, any money into it at all. She just wants to roll it out. I can't blame her, you know, at this point in time, you know, where the market's like triple. It just is highly illegal because the CDC has made law, Trump made law, and they had the criminal law in the beginning. But, you know, sometimes in life it's just better to roll with it. I mean, I feel kind of bad that I should, you know, ride it out complete and all that, but, you know, I don't like negativity in my life. I like to stay positive and move forward. There really is no future in this. like maybe a few months or whatever, if I want to play that game. And it's not free. I do still have to pay to the courts and all that stuff. So, I mean, I'm just moving forward. Just packing it up, sorting stuff out, selling stuff off, throwing stuff away. It's given me a great opportunity to get all sorted out completely. Know exactly what I have in its entirety. And then exactly what I will need in the future. I'm just trying to get this finished up. That's just what I have to do. I just kind of feel it in my heart. That's just really what I need to do. So I'll keep on moving on. So I thought I would spend more time packing and cleaning today than going to the storage, because it was so hot up here yesterday. All the times I was there, it was vicious hot in there, and it's just really hard on me physically to be in there and moving stuff around, because I really do have to, you know, sort a little bit of stuff around from that one storage to try to get it into the other two, so I can get rid of that storage. And then I can also know, you know, where I'm at, how much room, and really take the time to stack it up nice and neat, get it really fitting in there. See where we're at on space, if we're going to need any more or not. But other than that, just moving right along. Talked to my baby's girl today several times. That was fun. She's a character. Hoping I'd have her computer ready today, but I knew I wouldn't. She offered to finish it, but like her dad, those two clowns think they know how to work on computers, but they don't. So I do it the one time and do it right. That way I don't have to take any responsibility. She screws it up after that. But she does need it for her school, so she's already done 1 year of college, but she's really wants to finish, which is cool. She wants to be a lawyer, which I think is wonderful. Very nice choice. She's also supposed to be getting some kind of promotion. I just wish she would go get a different job, or keep that one as just a part-timer and do something different to where she can really make more money and be in a good management job, like at Dillard's or something. But who knows? You can buy them books and send them to school, but there's no guarantees. At least she's a pretty good kid, you know? Here's Burger King over here hiring managers and a crew. Looks like they cleaned house or everybody quit. Over here on Mary Esther and Hollywood Street in Mary Esther. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Interesting. So I still feel like poopy-doo. Still taking my golden seal. I barely made it this morning. Well, I tell you what, I did not feel good. Getting up. Drank a bunch of coffee and I moved on, plowed on. I can't stop. Gotta keep on going. I can't take days off. I really need to get this finished. If I can get this most all this stuff loaded up pretty quick, I was hoping I'd get it done yesterday or today. Then I can work on these other projects for a couple days and get those done before I roll. I want to get my neighbor's car finished detailed before I go too. I was just doing that as a kindness, as a gift, and I really need to finish it. It's like kind of half done. If I can get the rest of that buffing done, it's set if he wants to wax it or whatever, but I hope to do it all, get the rest of that buffing done, and then get to wax, get a first wax on it. But I also need to work on my car, truck, because it really needs to be done from the roof down to protect it. Because I don't know where I'll be. I might be in the snow, I might be in the sunshine, don't know where I'll be. It's really hard on the paint if you don't keep it decent. Okay. Yeah, I guess they're detailing. It's cool. Ooh, that air conditioning is too cold. I just got out of the bath, so my hair is a little wet. That wasn't very smart. Yeah, one time I had my hair wet, went out, beautiful summer day, and I got a really vicious cold. It's like, how do you get a cold, wet hair on a summer day? But you can. That little boat's still here. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got. Oh. Some guy that keeps leaving his nails and screws all over the floors on my storage. A construction worker comes and gets his stuff every day or whatever, but man, I want to tell you, it is not cool when you got to step on nails and screws. This has got to go in first. honestly, I don't feel like sorting storages out, so I'm not going to do it right now. It's actually a little cooler today, thank God. Because it's been way too hot in there for me. Alright, I'll be right back. Bought 2 thermometers. If I could find one, it'd be really cool. Because I might be running fever for days. Promise, usually I wear shorts like 24 hours, but lately it's, you know, going into winter, so I have to wear pants in the evening because it's been cold and windy. I think they're doing a ceramic on that car or something. It's really clean though. ex-husband had gone up to the car auction up in Montgomery one year, and he went by himself. It was raining. I thought they would cancel it, but they didn't. And he calls me and says, "Oh my gosh, I'm headed back. You should see what I got." And he's a major fan of Lincolns, and I am not. I was a million years ago before I had kids, and I found out kids was a better investment than Lincoln. Lincoln will eat at the dinner table with you. I'd rather pay for a human. But anyway, he's like, "Oh, you should see what I got. You will never believe it. Is so fantastic." And I'm like, "What?" And he says, "You'll love it." He said, "You bought another Lincoln." "How did you know?" "It's because that's about all you buy." And, you know, at the car shows. And, he said, "Well," I said, "Would you get a Stutz Lincoln?" You know, those newer ones are like the 2000 series where they drive like a Rolls Royce and all that. They're really, really nicely made cars. They just are problematic. And their parts are gross expensive. All their suspension parts, it's like $1,000 a shock, and it's just horrible. And dude, you have got to kill those lights. Christ. But so he gets in, and I was down at my shop, and he drives up to show me this car in the morning. And I walked out there and I said, "This isn't the car you just bought yesterday, is it?" "Yes. Is it not fantastic?" I said, "Well, it's black. It's black on the inside and black on the outside." And I said, "You know how hot black leather is in the summer? We're in the South, man. You know how hot black car is in the summer?" "Oh, no. I said, "Well, and they stay dirty. You gotta try to keep them clean all the time. They just look filthy when they're black." And, I mean, we weren't in the city. We were mostly in the country, so trust me. They'd get dirty and they'd drive you nuts looking at the thing. This guy's bike looks like a Christmas tree. And it is. Covered with lights. Anyway, so I'm walking around the car, looking under it, looked at the engine, looking at the inside, look at the top, sunroof. And I said, "What the hell?" And he says, "What?" I said, "What the hell did you buy this car for?" And he goes, "It's perfect." I said, "No, it is not." And he's like, "What?" And I said, "Look at the top." And all the top of the car had big, giant blotches where the clear coat was off of it. And he just got kind of quiet and looked down, and I said, "Man, you know what it costs to repaint this car, much less clear coat it? And if you try to clear coat it, it doesn't always come out well. It just really needs a paint job." And I said, "And that's original factory paint from Lincoln. And the car is old, you know. I mean, it's like a 99, you know. And a big old town car. Love those town cars. Ugh." And he was like, "Well," and I said, "Well, you paid way too much for it." And I said, "Do me a favor, don't buy any more cars in the rain, please." That car, we called her Christine. She's always came back. Everybody wanted to buy her. He'd sell her. She'd come right back. He'd sell her. She'd come right back. That car came back for 3 years. That car kept coming back. And it had 1 million miles on it. And then this freaking crick, and this is the reason why I divorced him. One of the main reasons that when I found out what he was doing on the car lots, because I didn't want to be federally liable, especially he's a little older than me. And I thought, boy, if this guy rolls over and plays dead, the feds are going to come after me, you know. And I know a little bit about what he's doing. I'm just finding it out. And really the way I found it out is when he started doing crap with my cars that I paid for. He would do this thing where he would switch parts out of one car and put them in another to lower the mileage on the car. And, you know, then, you know, he'd take the entire dashboard out, and then that way he could sell it and it looked like it had low mileage. And so this car, we had taken it so many places, and I had detailed the car a couple times, so it was on my books with the mileage and all that stuff when I do my 300-point check on the cars. And I knew the mileage on it. I did background checks on these cars on the computer. I paid for the service. And this car had giant amount of miles. Okay, giant. And I mean, some of those old town cars, yeah, they'll go like 500K before they totally blow up. But, you know, most cars like that, you know, are real iffy when they hit that 100K mark. Because you're going to be putting money into them, unless it's like a Toyota or a Honda, something like that. But, or, you know, Mercedes, because they'll go a million miles. But he had sold it to one kid. I guess it was over Florida state line. And I knew the guy, and I knew the car because I had put red pinstripe on it. And one time, I thought it would look very, very nice because the original pinstriping was white and it was wore out. So I thought I would hit it with some red. It looked really good. And I said, that is Christine. And he said, well, and I said, that's our car. My husband and I, you know, you've had that car back and forth for years. People have bought it and traded in and got something else that we had. And she always comes back, and I think it's like she's in love with him because she always come back. And she would never let him down. The only female that would never let him down, I guess, that he could trust, that will always come back to him. Not me. And, but the kid says, yeah, I just love it. And you know, the best part about the deal, he was telling me what he paid for it and everything. He said, the best part about the deal is that it only has 80K miles on it. I was pissed. Because I knew the mileage on that car was well over 200, almost 300K. And I was like, mother of God, he is switching stuff. Which is extremely illegal. You know, in the old days when they used to have odometers, people try to roll them back and then weird things would happen to the odometers. They would have flags come running through them, or the numbers would not be laying flat on the road.